I'm Marlene Sparrow, founder of Great Stories for Kids, and I have a real life story for you. Several years ago, when our 3 children were grown and gone and had families of their own, my husband Mike and I became foster parents to a wonderful 9-year-old girl named Jessie, who had not had a very good start in life. Once we got her settled into grade 3, which is where she had been in her previous school, we soon learned that Jessie was a very poor student. Once her basic skills were tested, we learned she could read very little, if at all. I quickly met with the school's reading specialist and established an aggressive reading program for Jessie. Mike and I began reading to her 20 to 30 minutes every evening. It was apparent that nobody had ever done that for her before, and she loved it. It wasn't long before she began to take great joy in reading to us, and then nothing could stop her. Since all core classes throughout a child's education are dependent upon good reading skills, it wasn't surprising that Jessie showed rapid improvement in all of her previously difficult classes. It was such a joy for us to see her excitement as her life changed so dramatically. I believe that reading to and with Jessie for 20 to 30 minutes every night set her on the path to a lifetime of learning. Along the way, I began to research the incidence of illiteracy experienced by both children and adults alike. I learned that a startling 38% of high school graduates are considered functionally illiterate. Over 40% of America's adults are poor readers, which means that 44 million adults can't read a simple story to their children, read the instructions on a prescription bottle, or order from a restaurant menu. Americans need powerful literacy abilities to compete in the world's marketplace. Yet today, many of our youth are illiterate and unemployed. So, what's the answer? Children must be taught the basics of reading before they reach kindergarten. Why is that so important? From birth through the first year, a child's brain literally doubles in size due to connecting brain cells. The more stimulation those brain cells receive, the faster the brain develops. By the age of 4, a child's capacity to learn has developed an astounding 50%. From age 4 to 8, the child's learning capacity develops another 30%, and from age 8 to 17, the remaining 20% is attained. With some 80% of a child's capacity to learn happening within the first 8 years, the most significant time for learning is obviously before the child begins kindergarten. How do many children spend their time during these development years? One statistic reports that from the age of 2 to 5, most children watch TV or play screen-based games an average of 6,700 hours. Bluntly stated, these 4 years of watching TV or playing screen-based games average out to 1,675 hours a year, 32 hours a week, 4.6 hours a day. What would happen if you and your child read for 20 minutes a day? You would become your child's reading mentor and provide critical brain food for growth. Experts agree that reading with a child just 20 minutes a day will have a dramatic effect on a child's IQ. Reading to and with a child just 20 minutes a day for these formative years equals 433 hours of reading before they reach kindergarten. Benefits, besides a smarter, more confident child, are a closer bond with you, improved language skills, an expanded vocabulary, a better ability to comprehend problems, and an active imagination. At Great Stories for Kids, we are focused on educating parents to educate their children. We also provide classic stories and Bible stories which are beautifully illustrated, display the text of the stories, and are narrated. Please notice that animation is purposely absent since it squelches a child's imagination. This concept of video view books allows the full range of stimulation that reading to a child requires. Stories that can be viewed on a home computer, laptop, iPad or tablet, and smartphone. Please join us as we do our best to erase functional illiteracy from our children's futures. I'd like you to see what our children's classic stories are like. To receive your first one absolutely free, simply go to the box below and enter your first name and your email address so I'll know where to deliver the story. The story I'll send to you is the classic Betsy Butterfly by Arthur Scott Bailey. This wonderful children's story is about the day Betsy, the most beautiful and gentle of the field people in Pleasant Valley, found herself in a bit of trouble. But of course, she fluttered away safe and sound. This story is yours to keep absolutely free and with no obligation. Then be sure to visit our complete library at http://www.greatstories4kids.com. Thank you for being with me today. Goodbye and God bless us all.